I'm Ron.
And I'm John.
And I'm Paul.
Welcome to
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio. Before we start with this month's podcast, some sad news. Erik, our intrepid news hound, has sadly passed away, losing his long battle with cancer just a couple of weeks ago. During his short 9 years, Erik touched the lives of many and brought smiles to countless faces. Erik has featured in every episode of the Reporter newspaper since its launch in 2018, and more recently you can hear him barking on the Report Radio podcast jingle. Erik has probably received more letters than any dog, and many more since his passing. He will be sadly missed by us all. Rest in peace, Erik. Coming up in this month's podcast. First, we pay a visit to the home of David Chambers in Somersham. David has just been awarded the BEM in the King's New Year's Honours List, and we talk to him about his story and what led to this prestigious award. Next, our intrepid, roving reporters John and Ron pay a visit to the farmers' market in St Ives and have a chat with the stallholders and some members of the public. And finally, we pay a visit to the St Ives Corn Exchange, where we catch up with Ron and his band, the Tomb Raiders, and we'll be playing some clips of them performing at the Blues Night.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Good morning. We're at the home of David Chambers in Somersham. David has just received the BEM in the King's New Year's Honours List. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Thank you for inviting us to your home on this incredibly cold morning, minus 3.5 degrees when I left.
It's a beautiful day out there.
But it's beautiful, isn't it? At least the sun is shining, and it's a lovely day. David, what we wanted to try and engage with you on is you've been an important member of the St Ives town for many years, and we thought we'd like to find out one of the background of everything. So, when did you start at the Ivo?
It was in September 1963, having just finished college. And rather interestingly, my interview was in February, almost on my birthday. And I was interviewed by various good people, Miss Grove, for instance, you might remember. And when we got towards the end, I was asked, Mr. Chambers, are you married? No, but I could be. Why? Well, if you were married, we could supply you with a council house, a teacher's house, because St Ives then was trying to encourage people to come and I was offered a house in High-Leys, just down from school.
Yep.
And my wife was in Denmark. I hadn't seen her since Christmas when we got engaged in Copenhagen. And
so
I phoned her up and said, we're getting married.
So it hastened the marriage.
It did. We got married in the August, and I didn't see her from the Christmas until the August when we got married in Copenhagen, and came back. By that time, I didn't even know whether I qualified as a teacher because the results weren't out until I got to Copenhagen. Yeah. One of my colleagues from college was there, and he got the results and.
Fantastic.
Thank goodness I passed. Yeah. Came back and took up residence in 10 High-Leys.
So what's your most abiding memory of the school then, during your time?
Oh, there's so many lovely memories.
I noticed that online, when you had so many compliments, mostly from past pupils, a lot of them were still calling you sir.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
That was lovely.
Yeah, do you know, the pupils at St Ivo were by and large great delight. They were really, really nice. They made me laugh. Yeah. I think I made them laugh.
I'm sure you did.
and no, just 99% of them were absolutely brilliant.
So, of course, you got the BEM for your music work with Somersham Town Band. Now, Tell us about how that started.
Well, I've been a musician as a hobby. I actually went to college doing maths and physics.
Right.
Came out qualified in art and music.
Yes.
And I kept art as my job and music as my hobby. And I sang in the Simads way back in the 60s.
Right.
Peterborough Opera Company, I did Grand Opera, I produced for them and designed sets and all sorts of bits and pieces. Played in local bands, Huntingdon Tech Music School.
I
was the first brass teacher to teach there. I think that was 1967 or 68.
I remember taking my daughter Katie there because she was doing what we called the violin at the time.
Yeah, of course you would. With Ray Salt started it.
Yes.
And they could have music tuition on Saturday mornings, instruments supplied, and it cost 10 shillings a year for them to have it. It was a wonderful thing.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
I did 14 years there.
Yeah.
But then we moved, in 1977, we moved here to Somersham, to this lovely big old place.
Yes.
And to buy it, 18.5 grand I paid for this. When you think.
Yes.
And my children went to the local primary school, and at that time the music in this county was amazing. In Huntingdonshire.
Yes.
Huntingdonshire Education Department was fabulous. Mr. Curry knew everybody.
Yes.
And
this was before it was amalgamated into Cambridgeshire.
Even before it was amalgamated with Peterborough.
Yes. Yeah, oh, right, yes.
Before it became
Huntingdon and Peterborough, wasn't it? Yeah.
But we had youth brass bands, youth wind bands, Laurie Hurst, and David Reed, who conducted the brass band, was teaching brass at the primary school here.
Right.
And he was world champion cornet player.
Oh,
he only died last year.
Oh, right.
And his funeral was packed at the new Hunts crematorium. Anyway, he got 10, 15 children learning to play brass instruments. My youngsters among them, although they were at Huntingdon Tech as well. And a group of them cornered me one day, and they were only 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
David, can we have a brass band in Somersham?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'll see what I can do. And it just so happened, over at the Palace, as we call it, what was the social club.
Yes.
There was an old fella there who'd been a B-flat tuba player for them.
Right.
And I spoke to him, Bill, and I said, what can we do? How do I go about starting? He said, I'll find you a place to practice, which eventually became the British Legion Hall.
Right.
All right. And the only free time I had was a Sunday morning. And so from 10 to 12 on a Sunday morning, we started in around about Easter 1980 with a group of 13 of them, one or two friends from St Ives, lots of youngsters.
Yes,
that could hardly play a note, some of them.
Yes.
And so I, during that first sort of period just before Somersham Carnival, sort of got a group of friends to help us out. And with the agreement of the Carnival Committee, we did a little concert in the church during Carnival week. It was quite simple, and it didn't last long. And it was full. The church was absolutely packed. And we asked for collection, and I said, would you like me to start the band again in Somersham? Because it had folded in 1960, because of telly. Telly killed a lot of bands.
Right.
And because they got something else to do in the evenings, of course.
Yes.
And I said to the audience, I said, now, would you like to have a brass band in Somersham again? And they all shouted, yes!
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
I said, OK, I will start my first band practice proper at the beginning of September on Sunday morning in the Palace, in the Legion Hall. And so we did, and the first day, 4 of the old band turned up.
Oh.
We started with them, and we've been here ever since.
Yes, and you're still going. And
Still going, yeah.
And the reward...
And busier than ever.
Yes. And the reward now is that it's been recognised by the King.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is great.
And at the moment, I have a rather strange band because it's mainly a group of older people who've returned to playing or have started playing later in life.
Right.
I've had some really talented people.
Yes.
Many of them have gone on to play in top bands in the country, and in the Royal Marines Band. At least 3 of them have been in that.
Oh, right.
And now I've got a group of. But at the moment I have a band. These are a real team. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We laugh most of the practice.
A good sign.
A good sign, yes, yeah.
So, David, absolutely intrigued. I mean, congratulations on the award. It's just fantastic getting this. But when did the King give you a call and tell you it was coming out?
He didn't actually. It was... What happened, I got a letter right at the end of November in a white on His Majesty's Services envelope. It's the first time I've ever had a white one instead of a brown one. And I thought, what on earth is this? Opened it up, and it's beautifully printed out, and I've got it in the other room. And I thought, my God, you have been proposed to receive an honour in the King's New Year's honour list. Well, please don't tell anybody. Are you willing to accept it? Well, of course, you do, don't you?
So, do you have any idea who proposed you and how it came
I do
about?
now.
You do now.
Yeah, it was Roy Fab, whose daughters I taught, and his son for a bit, in here, because I used to give lessons in here, for £1 to go to band funds. That was one of the ways I raised money.
Right.
Yeah, I used to give a half an hour lesson for
private lessons for £1.
But they had to put the money in the box themselves.
Yes.
I wasn't taking any myself.
No.
So I'm fascinated by this because I know very little of King's Honours, but having been told this and now discovering it yourself and discovering that the press already know, does the Palace or someone write to you or ring you up or
not yet?
Somebody pop round with a little medal for you, or do you have to go and get it?
What happens apparently that the BEM is the lowest of the OBEs, MBEs and things, but it's particularly, from what I gather,
it's for the community. It is, yeah.
And what they do is with the BEM, it's the Lord Lieutenant of the county who presents you the medal. When that is, I don't know yet. But apparently we get invited to Buckingham Palace for a garden party.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Excellent.
It's something to look forward to.
It is.
I hope you got a new dress for it, David.
Oh,
will you be wearing your band outfit?
I might well go in my.
I would.
In my band white coat.
Exactly.
I've actually had a new white one given to me. John Rolfe, who you know, John Rolfe, I dare say, who's retired, had the most beautiful designer white American tuxedo, and it's too small for him now. So he used it for posh occasions, and it fits me a treat.
Oh, excellent.
And so I think I might go in that with a band tie.
So, off you'll go to the garden party, and you realise the River Porter will be looking for a picture of you in your white coat.
Yeah.
And we will actually be looking forward to actually publishing that and hearing all about it, because they've never invited me along, and I don't think John's been in either.
But nowhere near.
I think I'm on some sort of blacklist.
Actually, I have to say my father was awarded BEM back in the 1960s.
Oh, God.
He was a policeman, police welfare officer,
Oh, right.
and it was for his work with charity stuff as well that he got it.
Yeah.
But I think it is actually the one of the nicer awards because it is really about the community, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the gongs that are given out, particularly the CBEs, MBEs, etc., seem to go to ranking RAF people as sort of a reward for being in the armed forces rather than actually doing something constructive for the community, which the BEM is about.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah. Can I just say one thing about the band?
Yeah, please do.
I mean, I must thank them for. It's nice to know that people like you, and that it's just a big surprise. But I do want to say, Somersham Town Band is the only working brass band left in the old area of Huntingdonshire. Years gone by, Godmanchester had a band, Ramsey had a band, Kimbolton had a band, Papworth had a band, St Neots had a band, St Ives had a band. Mm-hmm. Did I say that? Perhaps I had.
No.
Somersham had a band.
Yeah.
We had none in the 60s and 70s.
No.
St Ives tried, but it was basically the RAF Whitton band playing Another Day.
Yes.
And Somersham is the only one left. Now, we welcome players from the whole of Huntingdonshire, and people come from Eton Soken to play every Thursday night. And they're a very welcoming band. They're absolutely lovely. We're running a training band for youngsters who are learning to play brass instruments. Excellent. And we would love to see them, because music education at the moment in schools is terrible.
Right.
It's awful, as is art teaching at the moment. The support they get for the arts is appalling. And I would like to say, any ex-players, we'd love to see ex-players come back. We've got instruments we can offer people. Please get in touch.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio. We'd love to hear from you. Please get in touch with us if you'd like to feature on our Riverport Radio podcast. Whether you're a business or an individual and you've got something to say or something to share, please contact us using the following details. You can text us direct from our podcast. You'll see the send us a text prompt just under the play button. You can message us direct from our Facebook page. Search on Facebook for Riverport Radio Podcast, or write to us via email, editor@theriverporter.uk. We look forward to hearing from you.
One last question before we wrap up this morning. How many of your students got away with calling you Chunky?
Well, do you want me to tell you how I got the name first?
Go on, let's do that.
1965, teaching art. And they had a group, in those days, they used to teach the girls and the boys separately for art and needlework and metalwork and so forth. And they got a group of about 14 girls they didn't know quite what to do with, just for an hour a week. So I got given, in the old room 24, by the way, for ex-pupils, this group of girls to do design with, 15-year-olds. And apparently, they were lovely. I mean, they're just great, but a bit lively. And apparently I used to say, if you lot don't settle down and get on with your work, chunk! And I used to hit the table. I didn't do that. I banged the table. And 3 of them decided to call me Chunky Chambers, because of that. And when I retired in 2002, those 3 all turned up to my retirement party. And I noticed one of them has actually put a comment on the St Ives Facebook as well. So, that's how I got it.
There were some lovely comments made. It was you're obviously very highly thought of and very supported.
Well, the thing was, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, David, from John and I's point of view, it's been wonderful meeting you this morning. Thank you for that.
It's a pleasure.
But again, congratulations on the award. I think it's amazing and wonderful thing for you. We look forward to hearing all about the garden party.
And I hope everybody around here has stopped bowing to me as I walk past.
Sorry, I didn't tiff my hat, has it?
And here's a couple of clips of the Somersham Brass Band. You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Well, here I am, Ron here. I'm actually at the farmers market, and it's 1st of February. It's the turn of the town to actually stage for market this week. Very busy market as always. Brilliant market this. Just having some wonderful time as we walk around. It's a bit chilly this morning, but let's see who we've got going here. And I've just run into Matthew, the man who runs the Snug Bar. That's the new little mini pub in Free Church Passage. Morning, Matt.
Morning. How are we doing?
All right. Nice cold morning
It
for
is
us.
a nice cold morning.
Yeah, that's it. How's things going with you at the Snug?
Yeah, very well. We had a really good Christmas, and we've had a very busy January. Like dry January doesn't seem to be a thing in St Ives. We've been really busy throughout, and we got a busy year planned. Lots of new things coming up at the Snug.
That's it. No, we don't do dry stuff very well around here.
We don't at all.
No, that's it. Bit of music, bit of beer. I mean, it's what St Ives is all about.
It is. Yeah, it's in our history.
That's it. Well, John's just joined us as well. Hello, Johnny.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, John.
I've just been to a meeting about Green Week in St Ives. 7th of June to the 15th is going to be Green Week in St Ives. It's part of a national green, the big Green Week apparently. Anyway, more on that later. Matt, you know that you've heard that we're going to have some 600 celebrations.
Yes.
Lots of troops from the Civil War reenactment people coming down and filling the town with lots of noise, drums, shotguns and all sorts of things. We would love to have a nice beer, say the Roundhead beer or the Cavalier beer.
I'm sure we
can you arrange something?
I'm sure we can sort something out. I think like a Roundhead IPA or a Roundhead Pale Ale is definitely doable. So we'll speak to one of our suppliers and see if we can sort something out, because that would be just really fitting for the celebrations.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Leave it with me.
And if we can have a penny towards the fund, that would be great on each one sold. So get down, come and buy the Roundhead IPA as quick as you can. When do you think we can get that in shops? Easter?
I don't know.
A couple of
a couple of months. Yeah, a couple of months. Leave it with me.
Yeah, excellent.
This sounds exciting stuff. I would look forward to this.
Well, all the musketeers will be in the town centre firing off, and the drummers and everything. It'll be a fantastic weekend.
Excellent.
That's the 26th and 27th of July.
27th. Brilliant. We look forward to that one. Right, brilliant. Right, well, moving on.
Thank you, chaps. Nice to see you both.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, here I am back at the farmers market, and we're talking to
Chris Jones from Patworth Brewery.
Another beer drinker. So,
Yes.
How's things going with you, Chris?
Well, we're very grateful that dry January is finally finished, and now it's February, people can start drinking our beer again.
You noticed a bit of a slowdown, did you?
January's always a terrible month, and it's not made any better by this dry January nonsense. Kills my profits, I can tell you.
Does it? Well, I suppose any market stall in January is difficult because of the weather as well, isn't it? People don't come out in such big
I am
numbers.
freezing my proverbials off today.
Yes,
It's got to
you
be
don't
said.
look too hot.
I'm looking forward to getting home and having a beer in front of the fire.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
How long have you been doing the market here? Do you come regular?
Only about a year. We generally don't really do very much market type business, but we decided to do this Knives market because we're based locally up in Erik, and it was just a nice PR exercise as much as anything, and give our local customers a chance to find our beer at the market.
And when you're here, does it work well for you?
Yeah, it's great for just really keeping a little bit of cash flow going into the business. It gets our name out and about a bit more. Yeah, it's definitely a big help.
Well, it's good news for you. I've run out of beer at home, so I might just purchase some in a few minutes. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. But the person we just interviewed just before is the guy who owns the Snug Bar.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know him, but anyway, we were just mentioning to him that in July, 26th and 27th of July, there's going to be a massive big reenactment of the Civil War in the town centre.
Really?
And we're hoping to get thousands of people to come to it. And one of the things that's been suggested as a way of sort of marketing it is to have a round head of Cavalier beer.
Right.
So I don't know whether Packwood Brewery would like to be involved in producing that.
Oh, I don't know what side I'd pitch myself on, to be honest. I'm sort of semi-Republican, but I'm not exactly a royalist, but I'm not really a roundhead. I don't know.
Well, Matt said he'd get something sorted from some of his suppliers, but we could say to him, you do one and you could do the other one. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, mine would have to be an awful lot better than his.
Well,
so,
it will be, will it?
Yeah, oh, yes, definitely. It'll be brewed locally. It won't be some nonsense pitched up from some national brewer.
I can see we're causing some trouble.
Well, you better think of a name. If the River Porter can come up with a suitable name, I'm guessing it would have to be a Cromwellian.
It's
one,
going to
really.
be yes. If for you and here right in the town centre, it's a Cromwellian beer.
I think so.
Yeah. So it's probably a good name.
Could we make mention of a traffic cone on his head?
Well, that could be on the actual image, couldn't it?
It could be.
Cromwell with his traffic.
Not hard to find pictures of him with a cone on his head, to be honest. I've got lots of them on my phone as well.
Yeah. So do I take it you read the River Porter?
I do online. Yeah.
Excellent. Did you know we were doing a Riverport radio?
I'd heard about it, but I'd never heard it.
Very easy to get to. You just click on the button on the Riverport radio, Riverporter website, and it takes you through to the. This will be our fourth one.
It will indeed.
It's going down very well at the moment.
That's good.
Very good. Chris, thanks very much for.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I'm looking forward to the Cone Hat beer.
Yes, Cone Hat. Yeah, the Cone Hat. Cone Hat beer.
Cone Hat beer.
Decided on the name.
Ron's the guy for good names. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll send you a template of our beer label, and you can make me up the design as well.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure there's a free bottle in it for you.
Don't worry, I'll buy some now.
There we go. Right.
I'm desperate.
Okay. I'm moving on.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Well, certainly seem to be covering the actual beers and breweries this morning. Let's see who else we've got. Well, I'm just standing outside the White Hart and looking down through the length of the market, and certainly a really good turnout this morning. It's a freezing cold morning, but one of the most sort of almost tradition now actually here at the market, as I look down, is George's Cakes. Now, George's Bakery is actually, he's been a bit controversial over the years with different things that's happened to poor George, but he is one of the most popular places and one of the only stalls you see on the market with an actual queue waiting to get there. And this morning, just as always, big long queue, people all waiting to try and get their special cakes from George. Ladies really enjoying them, big smiles. Well, here's an old face we see regularly at the market, is Brockleby's Pies. So, good morning.
Good morning.
That's it. Who am I speaking to?
I'm John from Brockleby's.
Hello, John. How's things going for you today? It's a nice cold morning for you.
Very, very fresh this morning, yes.
Yeah.
It's going quite well. St Ives is always a good market for us. We've We've got a lot of good regulars around here. So.
Yeah, I've seen you here actually over the years really.
Yes,
but,
we've been coming here many years.
So you obviously find it successful, do you?
Oh yes, it's always a good market for us, yes.
Good. What's your best-selling pie then?
The award winner, the one that won Pie of the Year in the British Pie Awards in 23,
Right.
which was a steak and ale with Stilton called the Moo and Blue Pie.
Oh, that looks good. Well, it looks like I'm probably going to have to buy one of those now, Rob. I just bought beer from the beer.
I've just been looking at your A board here. You've got wild deer pie.
Yeah, the venison and the red wine sauce. That's always a good seller as well. I've sold out my large ones, but I've still got a couple of the smaller ones left.
And what is the other one here? I saw something else here. Hang on. Wild beaver pie. That worries me.
Pie. That's the steak and ale.
Yeah.
And when he created it 24 years ago, he used an ale from Oakham in Rutland called Beaver Ale.
Yeah, so that's why they call it beaver. There's not actually any beaver in there.
No, it's a beef steak with beaver ale. We don't use the same ale anymore, but we still get our ale from the Vale of Beaver.
Because beaver has another connotation, doesn't it?
Yeah, we don't want to go there. No. No. But one thing that's coming out of our little chat down here this morning is, have you noticed everybody we've talked to today, it's got something to do with beer or ale?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So this is obviously the place to come for beer.
Now, I was talking to John. Yeah. I was talking to John earlier because where his stall is, it's more or less on its own. It's well away from the others. And on Easter Saturday, which I think is the 19th of April, we've got some Morris dancing coming to the town. And so we might have to move your stall along to create the space for the Morris dancers, but that's something to look out for. You'll have 2 Morris dancing sets coming to dance away, hopefully in slightly warmer weather.
Yeah, I think they're just going to be worried in case they pinch his pies.
I'll be guarding them, don't worry.
No worries. Oh, well, good luck on the day, John. Thanks for that.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Well, here I am just standing out in the market again, out in a freezing cold morning, and I just run into an old friend. It's Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello. How are you?
Are you a regular at the market?
Sort of, yeah. I've decided I wanted a pie for dinner tonight.
Well, that's kind of...
Oh, which one you got?
Rather
Moo
strange.
And Blue. Oh, okay.
Beef, steak, ale and Stilton.
Yeah, we were just talking to the stall holder there.
Crayfish and smoked salmon fish cakes are good.
Right.
They're really good.
Oh, there's something to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio. Well, here I am. It's a freezing cold evening. It's about -2. But I'm braving the elements, going to see my mate Ronnie at the Corn Exchange with his blues band. Approaching the Corn Exchange now. Not many people about on this cold and frosty night, but I'm sure there's plenty of people waiting inside. Hi, how are you? You all right?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you play tonight.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I've heard some of you playing recently. Ronnie, I think, recorded something, one of the rehearsals that you had.
Oh, yeah, he did.
A little while back.
Yeah.
Some real nice stuff, and we played out on one of the podcasts, I think. So, but yeah.
You said he was going to do that, and I didn't get around to looking at it. Actually.
Yeah.
So,
you have to have a listen.
Yeah, because I think because we played with you down here, didn't we?
That's right.
Years ago.
Yeah.
When they had that fundraiser.
Oh yeah, that was the was it?
Raise the Roof.
Raise the Roof. That was the one. Yeah. I don't know how much we raised, but anyway.
Well, it got sorted.
It got sorted. Yeah, it must have been us then. But I'm looking forward to hearing you guys.
We'll have a bit of fun anyway.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Isn't it? Yeah, it's good to see. So here I am now inside the Corn Exchange upstairs in the Riverport bar, and as you can hear, there's a few people around. In fact, it's a full house. Come to see Ronnie and his band, the Tomb Raiders. The band are all set up, ready to go. Lovely atmosphere up here. And I can see Ronnie in the background there now. So good evening, Ronnie. So Rocking Ronnie Westlip, how are you, mate?
Amazing. How nice to see you.
Yeah, well, it's a surprise.
We're all set up and ready to go.
Yeah.
Sort of, people are coming in.
It's a full house, mate. Looking good.
Looking like a good turnout. Full house, absolutely.
Yeah. On a freezing, bitter night, people have turned out to see you.
Yeah, no, we're really pleased with what's going on. So we've just done our sound check. And, I think we'll be kicking off in about 10 minutes or so.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. Please get in touch with us if you'd like to feature on our Riverport Radio podcast. Whether you're a business or an individual and you've got something to say or something to share, please contact us using the following details. You can text us direct from our podcast. You'll see the send us a text prompt just under the play button. You can message us direct from our Facebook page. Search on Facebook for Riverport Radio Podcast, or write to us via email, editor@theriverporter.uk. We look forward to hearing from you. You're listening to Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio. Yeah, it looks like Ronnie and the Tomb Raiders are getting ready to roll.
Unchain my heart, baby, set me free, 'cause you don't love me anymore. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, you don't love me no more. When I call you on the telephone, tell me that you ain't at home. Unchain my heart and set me free. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, unchain my heart. Oh, baby, I know. Yeah, baby, I know. Don't be so like a nowadays. You let my love and just go to waste. Unchain my heart and set me free. Taking money from someone else, where they go rich.
Well, that just about wraps it up for this month's podcast. We hope you've enjoyed listening in, and please join us again next time here on Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.
Riverport Radio.